then is ha, okay?
What are you saying?
Ha, or toya, or whatever you want. Just yell loud enough so we can hear you. Toya? I've never heard such a reaction. Okay, whatever. Just hurry up and start looking. Okay? Let's go. Hey, Mr. Robot, where are you hiding? If you don't come out, we're gonna decommission ya. He spread out in every direction to track down the costume suspect. Wait, ah, button, ow. Oh, do I have to go through the locker room? Okay. Oh, my stream just restarted for some reason. Lockers. Well, I would expect to see that. Okay. Why did my stream randomly cut off? That's weird. Oh, my internet is being garbage now. That's fun. That's not good. Okay, I think my stream quality's back. So this is gonna be split up into 2 VODs. That's not good. Oh well. I didn't mean to go back in here. That strange cry. Wait, that sounded like Peach. That had to be Celeste. It came from the floor above. She's on the 3rd floor. I sprinted up to the 3rd floor.
Everyone.
Over here. Everyone. Everyone who heard the scream had come running.
Just a second.
Celeste, what's wrong?
What?
That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him. The strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. He must be down this hall. Come on, let's go. What is it now? Huh?
Huh?
Whoa, it's really true. That doesn't matter right now. Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been... Fumi! He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
What?
What about the suspect? You've gone to all this trouble to capture him, right? Then why don't we split into 2 groups?
It's all clear now.
I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting.
So
Very
then.
well. Then Makoto and Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I will leave the capture of the suspicious individual to Toto, Sakura, and Byakuya.
So then.
We'll handle it. Just go take care of Hifumi. Okay, you guys be careful. With that, we split it into 2 groups. Me, Celeste, and Hina all ran downstairs to the 1st floor.
Just a second.
He's in the nurse's office. Let's go. Okay, where's the nurse's office? forget. Here it is. We stormed into the nurse's office, and what greeted us was a world of dripping crimson. Everything was covered in red. That's pink Makoto. And in the center of all the red was Fumi.
No!
It looks like something very bad has happened. I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
No way!
Murdered? You're not serious, are you? He's not really dead, is he?
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
What the? That was the body discovery announcement. The body discovery announcement. When 3 or more people discover a body after a murder, that's what plays. And since we just heard it, that means... It must mean Hifumi. Someone killed him. One of us. One of us? And look at that. When Celeste said that, she pointed to something. Something on the floor. Something that had also been on the floor after the last 2 surprise attacks. Another hammer. Justice Hammer 3. And it's even bigger than the other 2. Just as I suspected. One strike from that, and you're finished. From the killer. There can be no doubt. The suspicious individual, going by what Hifumi told him, the culprit must be Robo Justice. Whoever's hiding in that costume is the one that killed Hifumi. But wait, you saw him on the 3rd floor, right? Running back into the hall. So how did he end up in the nurse's office? You're not saying, like, they teleported or something, right?
Are you okay with
We
this?
can figure that part out later. Right now, we have to tell the others. You're right.
So then...
Then, shall we go? Hina, snap out of it. Are you okay, Hina?
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm not sure I can move right now. I'm feeling kind of... This is a problem. We can't just leave Hina here alone. Okay, then I'll go get everyone. You stay here with Hina. Very well. I'll leave it to you then. Okay, I'll be back soon. Tried to sound confident and upbeat, but I still hadn't stopped trembling from what I'd just been through. Everyone else is already on the 3rd floor. I have to hurry. This is where everyone was chasing after the suspicious individual. Where was he headed? No. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. He ran off, going further down the hallway. Way into the back of the hallway. Wait, Physics? Wow. As far as I can tell, there's nobody here. But still, I feel some kind of presence. Yeah, I'm sure I can feel someone's presence. This presence, is it coming from over there, in the back? I leapt through the doorway. And when I did, I found another nightmare. The second nightmare of the day was waiting there to greet me. There, in a pool of his own blood, was Taka, dead.
Danganronpa.
Hifumi's body, discovered in the nurse's office. Taka's body, discovered in the equipment room. I was witness to two nightmares, one right after the other. No, they weren't nightmares. This is harsh reality. True nightmare is this reality, the reality I have to face every day. But still, why is this happening? Oh. Toko? Don't tell me. Toko, too. Relax. She just passed out when she saw the blood. The blood? Oh, that's right. When Toko is, Toko. She has a fear of blood, huh? We tried everything to get her to wake up, but no luck. Just leave her be for now. Like he said, I should just leave her alone for now. Taka. Why did this happen? Another hammer. Now it's Justice Hammer 4, and even bigger than before. Is that suspicious individual responsible for killing Taka too?
However,
But why is it Justice Hammer 4? Huh? What do you mean? Celeste was attacked with Justice Hammer 2, and Hifumi was hit with Justice Hammer... Justice Hammer 1 for Celeste, and Hifumi was hit with Justice Hammer 2. But this time, it was Justice Hammer 4. What happened to number 3?
what?
What's the matter? Well, when you mentioned Justice Hammer 3, you just reminded me.
What?
Out with it. Do you know something? Actually, Taka's not the only one that's been killed. Hifumi's dead too.
What? Hey!
Hifumi's been killed? Yeah,
I see.
which is why you came to get us. Then we'd better go check it out.
Damn.
Of course. Come on. So Sakura, Byakuya, and I rushed out of the physics lab. But as soon as we were out of the physics lab...
Oh,
Celeste, aren't you supposed to be waiting in the nurse's office? Something has come up. Yeah, I heard. Fumi is dead, right?
indeed.
Well, that's not all. It is gone. Huh? What's gone? It has disappeared. Disappeared. Ifumi's body has disappeared. What?
What did you say?
What are you talking about? It's disappeared? Don't be ridiculous.
Come on.
Are you serious?
What?
What the heck is happening here?
Hey!
Everyone, back to the nurse's office. I practically leapt down the stairs, nearly losing my balance. I reached the nurse's office, completely out of breath. I couldn't believe my eyes. Hifumi's body was there just a few minutes earlier. It just disappeared. Me and Celeste went to the bathroom, but we were only gone for like a minute. And then when we got back,
Indeed.
this must be the work of the culprit. They must have come and carried the body away. They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die, just like those guys died.
What did you say?
I don't believe this. I don't believe a body would just disappear.
Why?
First there were 2 murders, and now one of the bodies has been taken. This is unnatural. Hold on. What do you mean 2 murders?
Hina.
Taka's been killed. We found him in the equipment room.
No way!
It can't be. Taka too? It can't be. It can't be.
No!
Hina.
Hina, calm down. We're all gonna die. All of us. We're gonna kill all of us. Then who might be the next target? Toko? Huh?
What?
I completely forgot. She's still unconscious in the equipment room.
Well,
You left her at the scene of the crime? You didn't have a choice. She passed out and she refused to wake up,
huh?
so she is still unconscious.
Damn.
Wait, so you knew she was still up there and said nothing? Why? That annoying little insect that clings to me wherever I go. We'd be better without her.
Bastard!
Calm down. You forgot about her, didn't you? You have no right to blame me. Everyone, stop fighting. Right now we need to hurry back.
Huh?
I can't take this anymore. I don't want anyone else to die.
Damn.
Byakuya, if something's happened to Toko, I'll never forgive you. He shot out of the nurse's office and bolted up the stairs, heading back to the 3rd floor. We ran back to the equipment room at full speed, and when we got there... Toko. Oh. Thank God you're okay. But right away I noticed there was something very different here. It was gone. Taka's body, which should have been right there, had disappeared. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? No, it's not a hallucination. I know I saw it before. And what I'm seeing now isn't what I saw before.
Huh?
What? Are you saying Taka disappeared too?
Stop talking.
Stop saying disappeared. It didn't just vanish into thin air. Obviously, whoever did this has hidden the body. But why would they do that? I couldn't possibly begin to imagine. Anyway, our costume suspect is clearly continuing his crime spree. We gotta hurry and catch him before he kills all of us.
Not possible.
Oh, I don't think you have to worry about that.
Huh?
Think about it. Who could possibly be responsible for killing and hiding these bodies?
Well...
When Hifumi's death cry went up, everyone here was together on the 3rd floor.
It is so.
After that, we split up into 2 groups. And now this time, you all came here as a group from the nurse's office. In other words, the only ones who could have done this are Hiro and Kyoko, who are still missing. Hold on a second. Kyoko has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. There's no question that she was in the dining hall with us. You seem very adamant about defending her. Perhaps you are in love. That's not it at all.
That's fine.
Well, anyway, yes, I do accept Kyoko's alibi,
Let's see...
which means the suspicious individual we're looking for can be none other than Hiro. Which further means there will be no more murders. The regulations are very clear about that. Oh, that's right. There's a rule that says you can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
That's right.
As long as that rule is in place, there will not be a 3rd murder. If they were to break that rule, I'd mince ya without a second thought. mince ya, grind ya, turn ya into paste. By the way, did you know that fish paste can also refer to shellfish, like shrimp or crabs? Indeed.
Let's see.
So, since 2 people have been killed, there is no possibility of any more.
Perhaps.
You knew that from the beginning, didn't you, Byakuya? Which means you knew Toko was never in danger. I still meant it when I said we'd be better off without her, though.
In other words.
Anyway, with that in mind, we can now relax and search for the 2 missing bodies. 2 missing bodies. 2 people have been killed and their bodies have been hidden. The only one without an alibi, the only one who could have done it, is Hiro. But is he really the killer? And what about Kyoko? If she's not involved with the case, where did she go?
What?
Hey, Makoto. What's the matter? Huh? Oh, nothing. It's nothing. Whatever. We need to find those bodies, or our little narrative here can't move forward.
So then...
Very well. Then let us split up and begin searching.
But...
There's no need to be afraid. No more murders will take place during this case.
'Cause, I mean...
I know that. I mean, I think I do, but... If you're still nervous, I'll come with you.
Huh?
Okay. Thank you. No need to thank me. Then let's get moving. Yell out if you find anything. Byakuya left the equipment room, followed by the others. I have to try and find the 2 missing bodies. Okay. Maybe the art room. Huh? The door must be locked. Okay. Okay, there's nothing here. Makoto,
Come on.
why are you just standing there? You need to get to the repository. Huh? You mean...
Indeed.
I found them. Hifumi and Taka's bodies had both been hidden in the repository.
Goodbye.
I've already told Hina and Sakura. We'll go on ahead. Their bodies were in the repository? But that was locked a second ago. Are the bodies here somewhere? Up ahead is the repository. Doorknob turned. I guess it's unlocked, and I have no choice but to go inside. So I opened the door, and when I entered, I saw... the 2 bodies that had disappeared were right there. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for the second time.
A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
And so here we are! Without further ado, Let me give you all the next Monokuma file. I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen. It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right.
Stop talking.
Just hand it over already.
Punishment is
Now
waiting
make sure
for
to
you.
investigate with all your mental might and prepare for the class trial.
See ya later!
Well then, now that we've found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit.
What the heck?
Hold on. How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know?
That's terrible.
Dead. Gone forever. They're never coming back. Awful. This is all just too awful. Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body.
Who would do this? Why? Why?
Large, wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this were some kind of world of make-believe, that might have been where Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. This wasn't...
He's alive again? Where am I? Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
Hifumi, wake up!
Huh? That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything before I met you all. I met you all.
His memories are all blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us.
The light. It's reaching out to me like the tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasuhiro.
His eyes closed, and they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed on his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins. No calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. He said, Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Agakure. That is the only person he could have been referring to.
So, in other words,
And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people, even killing Taka and Hifumi, and then going as far as to hide their bodies? A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what a hero is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way I could ever forgive him. To kill two of our friends.
that's fine.
Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life and death game. Although, this time it's not all that life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this, to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. first I'd better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it?
Very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. This is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened to the Monokuma... about what happened in the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe.
Well,
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko?
perhaps.
Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma!
Don't be rude. I'm here to answer your question. What question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
so then.
So are you saying nobody worked together this time either?
Hey,
Sorry, can't answer that. That would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget. No matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing.
So in other words,
Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal.
Well,
Okay. Let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is
extreme!
the one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action. True blackened. So just one person.
Well now,
That's enough for explainifying. Now it's time... Oh, now it's down to the final battle between all of you. And the Blackened. Good luck to all the contestants. So there can only be one Blackened. An accomplice wouldn't benefit. But I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
however,
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. What? I'm offended. When did you... I've been looking all over you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. Anyway. You there. Swimmer girl. Milk sack.
you gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer. So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi, you know. She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body.
Yep.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
So then...
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure. I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway.
It's all clear now.
And that's that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice Hammers have been disguised using this as a model? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Oh, there's a tarp under him! Hifumi's big cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository. All the way up from the first floor to the third. And all without anyone noticing it. How? It's no good. I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it. His glasses. When his glasses was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But now, they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that? And why? Taka. He'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? There's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way, there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Cart. It's a dolly. It doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kinda awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh. But wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? Okay. Talk to Sakura. There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then...
Would you like me to help? No. I'm fine.
So,
Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
But...
And we came right to the repository to, you know, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked. And we came here as soon as the search started. So there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there. But I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. There's only one way in and out of this room. Through the door that Hina said was locked before. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. I don't see any way to lock it from in the art room. The door can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. And the door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside the repository. And my brain is shutting down. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims there's no other way someone could have beaten them to the repository. So that certain someone... Yeah, okay. Hey Byakuya. Do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died... Yeah, he said Hiro's name.
So, in other words...
And there's no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kinda dumb. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
What?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about this case? Well, no. There are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why'd they bother killing two people?
What?
What? Because all the rules says is if you kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? Oh. So if you're the killer, your number one priority is not getting caught. But killing two people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on. Perhaps. I see. So that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. But what's with the attitude? But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office where Hifumi was found. Then the equipment room where Taka was found. I need water, my throat hurts. Nice stream health okay? Oh. Okay, that was a while ago, never mind. Yeah, it's okay. That's good. I was a bit worried for a second. There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me, about the dolly in the repository. There was blood on its tire. Could that blood have come from here? Which means that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with the dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. Oh wait, tarp. Huh? This tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently too. Okay, or not. Justice Hammer 4, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. Just the... Still says it's important in there. Okay. Nurse's office. Over here. Justice Hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. Yes, they did. A refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in here. Or blood transfusions, I guess. It doesn't help me though. I'm not a vampire. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I'm simply going around, seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes,
Correct.
indeed.
Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone? It could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time?
Indeed.
It would seem so. Carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of it as anything less than impossible. Yeah, okay. What? Oh. It's just a normal trash can. Huh. Wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. Got some kind of cartoon character on it. But it's also covered in blood.
Oh,
Ah, did you find something? Yeah, there was the cleaning cloth in the trash can.
huh?
A cleaning cloth. And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either. But I think it might be important. Okay. So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, and let me give you this. This is the note Hero wrote to get us all to meet up, right? Oh wait, this is the Hero note to the note Hero wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. So he said to go to Hero's room, but what's waiting for me there? The door is unlocked. I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to go look. Might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. This is Hero's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where to even get it all from? Makoto, you question that, but not why, or not where Celeste got a coffin from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? Wait, the security camera sprite is glitching every so often. That's kind of funny. Where is it? It's... Oh, these boxes. I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something, and some things made of... looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hero's room. But wait, these blueprints. Something about them bothers me. Makoto, big news. Big news. What's wrong? We found Kyoko. What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice? It's Hero, wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. To think Hero and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran off to the second floor as fast as I could. Kyoko, and...
I mean...
Man, I have had the worst day. Hero?
Right.
I found Hero. He was jammed into the pool room locker. Looks like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean!
Still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Well,
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind.
it's nothing.
Never mind.
Hey,
More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind?
and?
First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed up like that.
I mean,
Oh, well, I mean, I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep, don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up, and then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you. Well, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. Little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
got it all
I didn't
wrong.
make this stupid freaking thing.
It would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Free at last. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hiro?
So then,
More to the point, nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a second.
honestly,
Don't bother trying to act innocent. Those blueprints were in your room as well.
is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be?
Then it's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone
That's terrible!
was Hiro. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else. Tie me up. Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking? Blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are on about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around. I'm losing my brain. Which I've probably been saying all stream, but I'm losing my brain. You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costumed attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine. If you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hiro could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again.
Ah.
Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's because you're a girl. If it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just Just a second.
See? I told you it was impossible. You are absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But
Then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there's another suit, yes. Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hiro's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
That's terrible.
Which is why we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me? Okay. Oh.
Oh.
I certainly did not expect Hiro and Kyoko to turn up at the same time. But where has Kyoko been hiding this whole time? I have no idea.
Then
Perhaps
perhaps.
she really is working for the mastermind. What else would explain her questionable behavior? But you are quite protective of her, yes? That's because she's helped me out so much until now. If I were the mastermind, that is exactly what I would do to earn your trust. It's looking more and more like it really was a setup. She looks like she's lost in thought. I don't think she's in the mood to talk. I'd better leave her alone. Okay.
What the heck?
There's no talking your way out of this one. Everyone knows it. I mean, you did it. Everyone knows it.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, two people were killed. Taka and Tafumi.
What?
Two people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it.
Please.
I did not.
Huh?
Wait, hold on. If those two are the ones that were killed,
How about that?
that's it. I know who did it.
So then,
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over Alter Ego, right?
I'm at least 30%
Which means Alter Ego and or Chihiro must have done it.
correct.
I see. That's unfortunate.
right. Please.
Huh? Unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay? I'm
Um.
telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh, so.
I know. That note. No.
Um,
Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. Last thing I remember is going to the rec room. Then for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
Real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So,
No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did add chemicals that could do that. Well, really? I told you, someone's trying to set me up. Secret passage, chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me.
Ah.
Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me.
Ah.
I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it here in my, pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it.
Ah.
Yeah, sure. Please. You gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us that note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? For serious? Okay. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, hero. No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must have been it. You must be totally broke, and that's why. Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone, help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for evidence, right? You're right. I need to go look for the second suit in that note. Feet don't fail me now. I guess I better get back on to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko or Genocide Jack to switch with me, but if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye.
Makoto.
My voice is dying. Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the investigation.
It would
It
seem...
looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when you have the time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply.
Anyway...
Anyway, I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay,
Shall we go?
thanks. Now then, shall we?
Hey,
So, Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses. I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey,
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer?
anyway...
We have to hurry, before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. I guess we should head that way for now. Okay, this way? Yeah. Fumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid, but only for a moment.
So then...
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokuma file was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Okay, I'll see what you sent me. Why? Okay, let's get back to investigating. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. Okay.
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did?
Hey,
You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand? You did?
whew.
Are you so oblivious to the people around you? you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch?
So then,
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? It most likely broke when he had his encounter with the assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean... Oh, so that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6?
that's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. I'm not reading that.
In other words,
So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning, it must have happened at 6 this morning.
however,
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something. You're right. There's something white in there.
Makoto,
Can you try and pry it out? Me?
because
Rigor mortis is already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper?
hey,
Is that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
is that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Fumi's body.
So then,
Let's check Fumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own. Okay. So, did you find anything?
indeed,
I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper?
that's right.
Fumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed,
He'd stuffed it in his pants. So I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see. In his pants. Wait, so you...
why is that?
It was just his pants. Not like his socks or anything. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto. Open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like... better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you. A note. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
so...
That sounds very familiar. That's it. That's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the truth.
however,
Although, it's not exactly the same, is it? Yeah, we read that like a minute ago. The time is different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m.
is that right?
Hold on. Just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So...
Part of the note had been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. There's some meaning to the part of it being ripped. Could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully.
hey,
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
so then,
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer.
hey,
And while you're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said is they weren't used to help carry out any of the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role. I don't think I understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself, and come to a proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we'd better get going. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna go get some sleep.